Hey guys, it's Blowtorch Honor here, and today, finally, I'm going to do my full device collection again. And so, basically, there are some phones missing. There are some phones missing, but there are also some new phones, so let's just get right into it. I sort of did it by brand, like chronologically by brand, but then it all sort of fell apart, so we'll get to that. Anyway, first up is this entire row is Samsung. So this is a Verizon dumb phone. Samsung Verizon dumb phone of some sort. I can tell you exactly what it is right here. Feel free to blacklist the IMEI if you want. I could care less. This is an SCH U340 on Verizon. I do not have a charger for it, but I jammed another battery in this once and it worked. It beeped at me because it was like, this is not the right battery. But it does work. Next up is this Samsung Alias. This is also on Verizon. Absolutely no signs of life. I do have a battery that fits in it, but nothing happens. So my guess is it's water damage because I can get this back cover up off. It's really stubborn. Actually, no, the water damage indicator is fine. I don't know. Maybe it's just not the right voltage or whatever on the battery. So if I ever do get a charger and some sort of battery that can fit in this, I'll try it out for sure. This one's in worse shape though. This is an Alias 2, also on Verizon. Let's just say this did not have the best life because the keypad's coming up like this. It's like there's supposed to be a border around this. I think it's held together with a piece of tape. I mean, there's no battery, nothing like that. But if you want the exact model number, it's right here. SCHU 750. So that's the model number of this Alias 2. I have no idea what the actual name for this first one is. But you know. All right, next up we have this Samsung Transform. Now this was Galaxy. This was like mid-range Galaxy, but obviously Galaxy was reserved for the high-end phones. So this was their 3G phone, and it does in fact work. I used to have two of these, but I traded one in for another phone you'll see here today. It's on Sprint, and yeah, like I said before, it works totally fine. And did I restore this back to stock? It looks like I tried to, but failed, so I guess it's just in recovery mode now. Anyway, I put a custom ROM on this at one point. And now I think I just don't have an operating system on it. But maybe, someday I'll probably fix it pretty soon. But it is a little disappointing that I couldn't just boot it up right now. Or maybe I could and I just held down a key combination wrong. Yeah, I thought I fixed this. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. So yeah, this totally works. I had the other one I had of this, this side of the touchscreen wasn't working on it, but when I traded it in, they just did not care because it was so old, and they're like, the screen isn't cracked, so it's fine. But yeah, this works super slow. Oh, it's dead. That would be why. Okay. Yeah, anyway, next up, this is a Galaxy S Epic 4G on Sprint. Works just fine. I think I've thought about custom ROMing this. It's probably kind of useful. Maybe a little bit. I don't know. Cool phone. Also has a slide-out keyboard. Obviously, it's on Sprint, like I said before. I don't know why I don't have the sound on for that. This one decided to start booting up again. Anyway, yeah, both of these have slide-out keyboards, which is pretty cool. This one runs on Android 2.2, I want to say. And I'm trying to turn it off, but I'm really struggling. Anyway. Yeah, so this is an original Galaxy S. This is the Epic model, which was only on Sprint. And maybe Boost? Or did Boost even exist yet? Was it still Cricket at that point? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, it works just fine. It's a good little phone. Obviously old. I think this one's on Android 2.3. I want to say. Yeah, 2.3.6, which is gingerbread, I think. It is, in fact, gingerbread. Okay, you're done. It is boot looping now, so I think I probably messed something up. Anyway, yeah, this normally works, so I probably just flashed the operating system wrong or something, but I can fix that. I can do it again. In theory, at least. Bye-bye. Okay. And I do have this kind of gross case, but it does keep it protected, so it is A-okay with me. Alright, let's shut this down. Actually, let's turn it on. Let's turn the sound on to shut it down, because it's kind of interesting. Sprint had some weird sounds when they decided, like, what their thing would be. Oh, lol, JK, that's just the normal Samsung one. Anyway, next up, this is a Samsung Galaxy S2 on AT&T. This is not the Skyrocket model. This is more closely, I guess, a closer cousin of the international model, but without the center home button, obviously. So this does work, but it's dead right now. Sometimes the charging port can be a little finicky, but it's been like that since the day I got it. So yeah. Next up, we have a Samsung Galaxy S3 on Sprint. This was my first phone ever, so holds a special spot in my heart. But this is running Lineage OS, whatever the one 7.1.2 is on. It's custom ROMmed, has TWRP on it. Much faster than stock TouchWiz, and the way I know that is because here's another Samsung Galaxy S3. This one's black instead of white, and this is running stock. And let me just say, it runs a lot slower. Like, TouchWiz was just the bloated worst software I could ever think of, honestly. So I'm kind of glad they've moved on from TouchWiz, but you can see that's turning on. This is probably dead. I haven't charged it in a while. Just trying not to show my face. I'm really miserably failing at that so far. Yeah, battery's dead. Alright. Well, this one's booted up. Yeah, all my stuff's on it. I'll shut it back down. Let's not activate cellular service. I am almost 100% guaranteed that will not work. Okay. Next up, since I'm doing this chronologically, we have another. This is the last dumb phone, the newest Samsung dumb phone I have. So, yeah, this is a Samsung Rugby 3. So yeah, it's in near mint condition, because when I got it, it literally was like new. Like, literally, it still had the plastic on the screen. It still had the plastic on this back thing here. Like, it was brand spanking new. I don't know. I got this in the Target bin. This was my dad's. This was my mom's. This was Target bin. This was my dad's. This was my mom's. Target bin, Target bin, Target bin. This one's on AT&T. It's in, obviously, excellent shape. Nothing wrong with it. Yeah. Overall, pretty nice phone. I think it's probably the best dumb phone I have, to be honest. Alright, this is my, like, crown jewel, I would say. Not because it's the best phone I have in my collection. I mean, not even close. But in terms of, this is custom ROMmed on Lineage, and it is running Lineage 8.1 Go, which is, in fact, Android 11. And I just find that really impressive how smoothly this phone can run it. It's also rooted with Magisk. And I have some modules on it and stuff like that. In terms of the device itself, it didn't used to have a back cover or battery, but I bought one for it, and this is how it came. So I'm kind of disappointed about that, but I mean, obviously everything works on it, so I'm much more happy than when I had to use a DS cartridge and the S2 battery over there in this phone. So that's something. Oh, and I haven't even set it up yet because I reflashed it from something else. Anyway, really good phone. I'm really proud of it. And yeah, so Android 11 power controls right there. This is my second newest device in my collection. This is a Samsung Galaxy S5. You may recognize it from a video a couple of years ago of phones that I was looking at from my aunt and uncle's house. This is the only one that I'm really going to keep because it was not my uncle's. I'm selling everything my uncle had as his phone, 50/50 on eBay, so go check out. You know what? No, don't even check it out because I don't. We'll see what happens, but I've been pretty much scammed by one person, actually two people on eBay. Literally the two listings I had. One tried to use the eBay money back guarantee because they thought that I was selling something that I wasn't, but if they just read the listing a little more carefully and didn't outright lie to me, they would have been fine. But you know that we can't all have what we want. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try and take a break from eBay, sell the stuff that I've already put on there. So yeah, reboot to safe mode. No, I didn't mean to do that. What did I press? Okay, so the only issues with this phone is like it's in really good shape. It still has a screen protector on it, and the back is really nice. The frame's in really good shape. The charging port cover's missing, as like literally every S5 I've ever seen. And there is a whole bunch of burn-in. Like it is noticeable. Like let me get a white background here. CPU-Z, for example. You can see, well, you could before it went away, but you can. I don't know if you can see it on this camera, but it's pretty darn clear in person that like it's burned in quite a bit, different images and stuff like that. It had a long life. This was used by my aunt from 2014 to 2018, so you know, a good however long that was, because I'm too lazy to do math right now. Next up, Galaxy S7, cracked screen on Sprint, Flash to international, actually not international software, Flash to US unlock software, with a S6 case on it. So it doesn't really fit all that well in it, but as you can see, there is no carrier splash screen because I flashed it to international firmware. It was on Android 7 Sprint, but I just felt like I didn't want it on Sprint anymore, and my guess is it's unlocked because it's been on Sprint service. Like I had this as on my Sprint service for like a month and a half, so it's probably unlocked. Put my passcode into this. Fingerprint scanner on it does work. Is it slow? Yeah, a little bit. Android 8 is a little slow on these, but I would say it's a lot better than it was. Let me go down to settings here. 1 second. Can we scroll? Maybe? Oh golly. Yeah, it's really struggling. Isn't that lovely? Little Samsung notification sound for your thing. It says device status is official, which is pretty nice. Oh, is that? Okay, it doesn't have my phone number or anything on it. That's fine. Okay. I don't even know what I'm looking for here. It says OEM unlock is on, so that's all I really wanted to show. But obviously, my face is on the screen for my Samsung account, so I'm not going to show you that. But it works. This was my best find. Actually, I do think it is still my best find, this Galaxy S7. It's certainly the newest find of mine. But yeah. I'm going to turn this off. Yeah, I found this in the Target bin. In case I found this in the Best Buy bin, and I found this in the Target bin. This was on T-Mobile, but it's unlocked now. I forgot to mention. This is on Sprint. Okay. Newest Samsung I own is this Galaxy S20 FE. It's all mine. This was the main phone that I used for how many months? Like 2 or 3 months before I got my OnePlus 8T, because I couldn't switch. I had a free line, so I used this on my free line, and I got the phone for free. So free phone, free line. So obviously I can't complain. This is an awesome phone. But I was able to trade in my S9 for a OnePlus 8T, so that's what I'm using to record this video. So yeah, really awesome phone. I think I just showed the weather, which shows where I live. So that sucks. I'll have to blur that in post. Anyway, moving on. Let me shut down the S7. I already did that, right? Let me shut down S20FE. I've actually been using this as a USB tether for my computer, because Wi-Fi 6. It is locked to T-Mobile because it is not paid off yet. Got those bill credits, yo. Alright, let's move on to LG. First up, we got this. LG does not work. I have a charger for it. Plugged it in. Does not work. There's a battery in it. I can tell you what the model number is. Got this at the Target bin. Verizon. Come on. Get out of here. Come on. There we go. It's got a genuine LG battery in it. Doesn't stop it from not working, though. Model number. Let's see it on camera. In theory. Can we have this be the focal point? I'm trying to lock that focus, but it's really having trouble. This is, I am recording on the ultra wide, so that's kind of why. Anyway, I'll just tell you what it is in person. It's a VX4650. I'm assuming it's locked to Verizon service. That doesn't work anymore, because obviously that's the way most dumb phones are now. Or if they're not, they will be very soon, because the 3G network shut down of literally every carrier in the United States. Alright. Another LG phone that does not work. Plug this one in too. Another LG genuine battery. VX3200, this one. Very similar family. Not sure which one came out first, so I just kind of put them next to each other. I know these are the oldest LGs I have. Come on. This one's being a little bit of a troublemaker. I did forget to make sure my face was in like half of this video, so I'm going to have to go through and post and blur out a whole bunch of stuff like last time. That's really annoying, I know, I'm sorry. Okay, this one works. This is the LG Cosmos 2. The 8 key does not work here, and the screen is water damaged. It does work. Absolutely it works. Obviously you can use the 8 on the slide out keyboard. Target bin, locked to Verizon, 3G I believe. I don't know, it could be 2G. Either way, it just did not work on service anymore. Other than that, I mean, there's a startup if anyone's wondering, just your very basic Verizon. It does rotate though if you have the other thing out. That's pretty cool. Did not wipe this. I have no idea how to wipe this, so I have not done that. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Network unavailable. Really? I had no idea. Yeah. Alright, on to the next LG. This is an LG G2 on on AT&T. I misspoke. I mean, obviously you can tell it's an LG G2 on AT&T. I've been having issues with this phone down here. The touchscreen decided it did not want to work anymore. Did this just freeze on startup? It has never done this before. Or is that just the... I think it's just the way the AT&T logo is. It just kind of stops there. It's muted, so I don't know. It's trying to turn on. I've never had this issue before. Yeah, it does show this every time, though, which is weird. It says Android is upgrading. Like, upgrading from what to what? Okay. Yeah, no SIM card, I know. But sometimes when you press the back key... Come on. Yeah, the back key isn't even working really at all right now. The buttons get all mixed up, so like you can press the home key and sometimes it'll press home and back, and sometimes when you press home it'll only press back. Basically the touchscreen down here is just not working correctly. Cool phone though. Love LGs of this era. Oh, that's great. That's my email address. Don't want to leak that. Golly, just tons of personal information that I keep on forgetting to blur. That's pretty cool. Alright, this one I know I can't mess up or show my personal information in any way. This is LG K7. And this is the non-working battery in it. I did buy a replacement battery. Turns out the replacement battery was for an LG G3 and is the wrong size, so it cannot fit in here. But it is on Metro PCS, manufactured in 1st of January. The 1st of January. The first month of 2016, which is January, obviously. LGM S330 is the model number, and it's locked to Metro PCS. I guess that's my guess anyways. It could be unlocked, I don't know. But it is, how do you say, useless. Alright, next up is newest Target bin find. I've shown this in the last video, I believe. This is an LG Exalt 2, which is pretty awesome. It's on Verizon. It's in near mint condition. It's in really good shape. Uses micro USB for charging, which I love. So that's how I know this is recent in terms of at least flip phones. It's totally dead right now, but it works fully. This top display is cool. It's like a dot matrix display, and yeah. I have not been to Target recently at all, and even if the last few times I've been to Target, I haven't looked in the bin at all, or I looked in the bin and there was absolutely nothing. Next up, LG Nexus 5X. Anyone who has a LG Nexus 5X knows you got like a 50-50 shot of it boot looping, and this one does. So that's a rip. Totally does not work. Also, I was able to get it to turn on briefly for a couple of times, and it's Google locked. So that's lovely. Yeah. No idea what carrier this is on, by the way. And my newest part of my collection, LG V40. Flash to international software from Verizon. It is fully unlocked. And I don't know if I'll be keeping this, actually. I was going to give this to my friend because he has an A10e. Samsung Galaxy A10e as his phone. And, you know, I was going to give this to him as a gift. But as you can see, it's the LG boot up instead of the Verizon boot up. Amazing phone. Did not expect it to like it this much. In my knock code, in case you're wondering. It would be my knock code if I didn't mess it up. So let's try that again. And this is the only caveat of flashing it to international software. It says, current version is not available for user. Can't find matched carrier. Check NT code 311480, which is in fact the Verizon code for cellular service. Okay, so in terms of imperfections, there's a crack down here that you will not be able to see it, I don't think. Man, this thing is like a mirror. Yeah, there's no way you'll be able to see that, but in this bottom right hand corner, there's a tiny little crack here. The frame is scuffed. This phone was kind of beat up. The screen has so many scratches on it, it's not even funny. The sides are kind of dinged, but the back is in really good shape. There are scratches on it, obviously, but you know, no cracked camera lens, no cracked back, none of that. And obviously, this phone is super cool in terms of feature set as well. It's you know, it's a V series phone, so you get the signature LG quad DAC headphone jack, which is the best audio quality I've ever heard out of a phone ever. So that's really impressive. Fingerprint scanner is awesome. 5 cameras, you know, ultra wide and the ultra wide, telephoto, and just a normal camera. And then on the front, you have an ultra wide and a regular front-facing camera. Super cool phone. Got it for $80 on eBay. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Here's the only other phone I've ever bought on eBay. Actually, let me shut this down. Oh, I just leaked my location again. That's cool. Do love that. Alright, this is an LG G Elite Plus. Oh, it's still on. Oh, great, that's my face. Did not remember to turn this off. Anyway, this is a LG G Elite Plus, which is a rebranding of the Huawei P9 Lite Mini. if I recall correctly. It was only sold in Mexico, and this is on AT&T Mexico. Got this for, I think, $23 on eBay. They're like, check IMEI, not unlocked, but it was AT&T Mexico. They didn't know. They just thought it was regular AT&T. It came with this really nice case, but it's super hard to get off. Fingerprint scanner, 2017, like, I wouldn't call it mid-range, but I call it between budget and mid-range phone. Also, really good headphone jack. I love to listen to music on this. I use it all the time. And just overall, really good really good purchase, actually. And there's your clue that it's AT&T. Alright, on to HTC. I'm not even going to bother with this one, to be honest. I'm not even going to try to turn it on. It's always a mess when I do. It's LG Droid Incredible. LG. HTC Droid Incredible on Verizon, obviously. That's the only way these came. It's locked to Verizon, obviously. It runs Android 2 point something. And the battery's totally toast in it. So I had an aftermarket battery, but the back cover does not fit because I didn't realize it was the extended battery. So it does not fit with the back cover on. Here's the only other HTC I have. This is a, as I said in the last video, this is a dead phone right now. Anyway, this is a HTC Titan 2. It's a Windows phone. It was on Windows Phone 7.5, and I upgraded it to Windows Phone 7.7. This was a demo phone at AT&T. I got this from the Target bin. And what that means is this has something called AT&T Device Alive on it, which will basically cycle a lock screen and stuff like that. As like a store demo phone. You've probably gone to stores before and seen those phones that have the looping video on them. This has that. Pretty neat overall, but I wish I could just flash it back to like normal software, but there's no way as far as I know. Alright, on to my one and only Alcatel. This is an Alcatel One Touch Pixie Avion. It's on track phone. Locked to track phone. I got this for... It's not track phone. I don't know why I keep on saying it's track phone. It's Walmart Family Wireless, I want to say. Walmart Family Mobile, that's what it is. It's super beat up. Fun fact, this phone I gave to a friend, and they got it taken away from them, and it was in their mom's sock drawer for a while, but I did eventually get it back. So that's a fun story. I've tried... Ooh. It's got tons of bloatware on it and only 8 gigs of storage. So it's kind of a hard sell in terms of using it, but I've tried to root it and get rid of stuff, but it's really hard to root this, and I'm not quite sure why. But I will probably keep on trying to root this because it's just so bloated. There's just way too much stuff on it. Like, Wi-Fi utility? Come on now. Wi-Fi utility? Like, what is that? My account downloader. Ugh, I just hate bloat. And then there's a persistent notification. Oh, hold on, it's going to show a Wi-Fi network and I don't want it to. It has this persistent notification from the File Manager app that makes it look like a third-party bloatware that I hate. So yeah, it's just really worrying. I can't even update apps. There's so little storage left on this. Really annoying. Alright, next up is a pretty recent recent addition to my collection. This I bought at Walmart, obviously. This is a Cricket Vision 2. I don't know what's on it. Come on. Get off there. Like a little piece of leather or something. It's locked to Cricket, obviously. Prepaid phone. Paid how much for this? I don't remember. Certainly was not a lot. I think it was like $13. Just make sure the weather's not showing here so I don't have to blur it again. It is not. This is a Go phone. This is on Android Go 10, I think. I think it's 10. I don't want that. Update. Check for updates, sure. Why not? This current software is up to date. Great. I just want to know what Android version this is on. About phone. Android 9 Go. Actually, not Android 10 Go. But here's the CPU Z. MediaTek MT6739, in case you were wondering. Just a 4-core chip. 28 nanometer, which is rough sell. But it does have 16 gigs of storage, and how many gigs of RAM? A whole 1 gigabyte of RAM. So yeah, I mean, at least it's not 512 megs. I've had phones where it's 512 megs on these really cheap phones. But you know, pretty good deal, I thought. Anyway, just another thing to add to the collection, and it does feel quite nice, surprisingly. Wish it had USB-C though. That's my biggest gripe with it. Not even the speed. All right, next up, this is a Nextel. I'm sorry, this is a Motorola. These are my Motorola's. This is a Motorola i205 on Nextel, extending cellular antenna and all. This is the oldest phone I have in my collection. It does not work at all. Like, I don't even have a charger that seems remotely like it would work, but the battery in it, I think, was covered in coffee at one point, and this is a Target bin phone, so I didn't really expect much from it. But it's a cool looking phone. It's definitely of its era, I would say. And obviously, Nextel has now been in a merger twice, so that's not really a great sign of being modern at all. Anyway, so yeah. All right, next up is Motorola Razr on Verizon. Screen is water damaged on it, and I don't have an authorized charger for it, so it will beep at me every time I plug it in, which is really annoying. But it's a cool Razr, I guess. I do prefer the ones that have the they made ones with like, yeah, I know, low battery. You don't have to search for network. There's no network here. I do prefer the ones that have the silver keyboard instead of the black one, but I think the two-tone look is... I kind of dig the two-tone look. I don't know exactly which model of Razr this is, because I know they made a couple. But yeah, everything besides the screen having like water dots on it, it's fine. Oh, this is a sad story. This is my Motorola Droid Razr Max. And I somehow screwed up the partitions or something, because I have a fast boot cable, and even when I plug it in, it'll just like show the Motorola logo and then die. So it's either that or the battery bit the dust. Either way, it's really disappointing, because I was custom ROMing this phone, and it was going to be a lot better than it was. Alright, here's the only phone here that I for sure am not keeping. This is a Moto X Pure Edition. This is the white and bamboo color combo. And let me just say, it takes forever to boot up, so we're going to move on while this boots up. The screen is literally separating from the housing and is shattered, so obviously it doesn't work. Like, you can literally see, you know, if this could focus, that'd be helpful, but you can literally see, like, the light. You can literally see, like, the light bleeding through underneath the screen, so it's not going to work. Which is also annoying for when I have to shut this down. But, you know, I was able to factory reset it in the recovery menu, so that's good. But, yeah, here's an actually working Moto X Pure Edition. This was my dad's. This is my uncle's, by the way. This was Target bin, this was Target bin, this was Target bin. This was my uncle's, and this is my dad's. This one comparatively boots up much quicker, because I think this one actually has motherboard problems as well. But you know, yeah, this one's in near mint condition. It's in really good shape, and I do love the 1440p screen and dual speakers. I do think that it is a pretty nice looking phone in general. I do love the design language of the Motorola's from this era, back when Google had control for like 2 seconds. Okay. That's something. Oh, is this creepypasta? New creepypasta? Oh, Lord. Anyway, I don't know why I don't have this set up. I think I was going to trade this in for something, but I traded in the transform instead, so I haven't set this back up again, but it does work. And also I can't leak personal information that way, so that's awesome. Anyway, let's continue. This was my second phone. This is the first new phone I ever got, the Moto G4 Plus, or Moto G Plus, 4th generation, depending on who you talk to. It is custom ROMmed on Android 10 Omni ROM. Oh my goodness gracious. Golly. Actually, no, this is on Aero OS. Is this 11 or 10? I forget. It's awesome on this firmware, though. It's so much better than Android 8 it was on, so... Let's see if I'll leak my, no, it didn't. So, yeah, it's... Let's see. 10 or 11. Golly! Oh my goodness, there's like the screen display controller or something is totally busted on this. I've never seen this before. Oh my goodness. Shut you down, please. Creepypasta. There we go. Okay, I think it's off now. No, it's not. Okay. Just please. Please. Be put out of your misery, please. Anyway. So let's see. It is on Android 10. And it runs really smoothly on this firmware. I'm really impressed. So thanks everyone at XDA Developers for helping get this ROM on this phone. I am thoroughly impressed and very happy about it. So this was my third ever phone I got. After this one was having Bluetooth issues, which, knock on wood, it won't anymore. It doesn't have anymore. And what do you call it? What was the other issue with this? Oh, it had ghost touching on the screen. But that also doesn't seem to be apparent anymore, so it might have been a software thing. This is running Pixel Plus UI. And this is on Android 11. I know that for a fact. Super smooth ROM, absolutely love it. And so much better than Android 8 or whatever this got. Yeah, love it. Fingerprint scanner works on it, everything works on it. Even the fingerprint scanner works on that S5 that I custom ROMmed. I made sure that the ROMs I put on them are stable. Super smooth. Awesome device. Just wish Motorola would put a little bit more effort into their software updates. This phone would randomly unlock in my pocket, which is why I was complaining about it. But I was not expecting to get a new phone. But when I did, it was the S9, and so obviously what I'm using is the successor to the S9 in terms of my phone history, because I traded in my S9 for it. Alright, this is a sob story. I'm really sad about this one. This is an iPhone 3GS my friend gave me. Oh, by the way, I didn't even say. My dad bought this, I bought this, I bought this. I didn't even explain this. This was my friend's phone. But, Target bin, bought on eBay, Target bin, bought. Yeah, and so this is iPhone 3GS. The battery is just bloating like crazy. You can see the motherboard is literally like bending at the weight of the battery, and so I just took off the screen so I wouldn't destroy it. So if anything, I need to get a new battery for this. It's not in the best shape, but I mean, honestly, almost every iPhone 3GS I've seen has been in worse shape than this somehow. I think just over the years they all get messed up to some horrible degree. Alright, this is an iPhone 4. It's semi-iCloud bypassed. It was it's iCloud locked on iOS 7.1.2. This is a Verizon model. Back is completely shattered. Obviously no SIM card slot, so any of those SIM exploits or whatever they had for the iCloud bypass did not work. But I did find a bypass that allows you to get into the operating system of the phone, but you cannot sign in with your Apple ID. So yeah, that's the case with this thing. I mean, it fully works, but I just wish there was no iCloud account on it because that really sucks. All right, this is the newest. Did I say this was the newest device in my collection? Because it's. Oh yeah, it is technically. I got this like 2 days after I got this. This is my friend's old phone. This was an iPhone 6. It is water damaged. I looked inside and there's corrosion all over, so I have no chance of saving this. But I mean, the housing's in pretty good shape, so if anyone wants the housing, let me know and do a trade or something for it. And it has almost all its screws. I don't know. Sounds like there's something loose in there. So good on me for not tightening a screw all the way, apparently. Anyway, yeah, it doesn't work. It has a Sprint SIM in it because my friend was on Sprint. I don't really know what else to say about this. It's not bent. That's good. The screen probably works on it, so yeah. Touch ID is working. Well, when the phone worked, the Touch ID was working, so it's not aftermarket or anything like that. But I highly doubt anyone could ever fix this. It seems too far gone. All right, next up is this AT&T Axia. Got this for super cheap at Target. It's weird because there's no branding on the back, but I bought this brand new Target for pretty cheap. I don't remember exactly. It was under $30. I know that. I've also tried to root this, get some of the bloat off it, but you know, it doesn't really happen on these newer prepaid Android phones because even the like one-click scammy root apps don't work on it. On these, so like even the computer clients and all that with ADB. It's good. It's a good phone. It's smooth. It's on Android 8 Go edition. It's near stock Android. They didn't really change much. Cameras work. Let me just make sure that's not on the front-facing camera. It's on the rear-facing camera. Yeah, I don't know why I'm just showing you the camera on this. All the cameras on everything work. Yeah, obviously this is locked to AT&T prepaid. And yeah. Alright, this is my OnePlus Nord N200, which I traded in my Transformer. Sorry about that, I ended the video by accidentally tapping up on the volume button on my OnePlus. But obviously this fully works, it's in mint condition. It's a OnePlus Nord N200. I bought it for nothing really, it's just on bill credits. It does have the brand new T-Mobile R15 SIM on it, so it gets 5G. This is a OnePlus Nord N200 5G. Obviously, it's locked to T-Mobile until it's paid off. Well, quote-unquote paid off. It's bill credit, so I don't actually pay anything for it. But again, it was supposed to be another free line, but I think that free line has been canceled with this, so I need to talk to the Sprint rep. I was talking to, well, T-Mobile rep. But obviously, it was a Sprint store before, so he knows what he's talking about with the Sprint system. But yeah, awesome phone overall. I wish the haptic feedback was better. I don't think that's obviously the highest priority for a phone of this caliber. Jesus, jump scare. That was my face. Anyway, this is, yeah, it's good shape. It has, I think it has an ultra wide, right? Or maybe a telephoto? I don't know. Does it have a telephoto? It's 3 cameras. No, it doesn't. You know what it has? It has probably a macro and a depth sensor. Those are the 2 that they normally chuck in when they don't want to chuck in actual cameras. Anyway, that's a discussion for a different day. This is a good phone overall. It's pretty smooth performance-wise. And let me show you the chip. My CPU-Z stuff. It does have a side-mount fingerprint scanner, which is pretty cool. It says it has a Snapdragon 750G, which I know for a fact this does not have. But yeah, you can see OnePlus board is Holy, whatever it is. 64 gig on Android 11. I do love Oxygen OS, so this is a nice phone. Obviously, do like it better on my This also has a 90 hertz screen, which is pretty cool. But I do like it better on my AT because it's just a better experience overall. All right, on to just some really miscellaneous stuff. First up, we have a Kyocera Kona, and this works perfectly. There's a little crack in the back, right about here. Yeah, you can sort of see it. It's right there. It's on Sprint. This was my grandpa's phone before he passed away. It's in good shape. Besides that crack, obviously. Yeah, I've showed this phone before, but I changed the boot tone and stuff like that because I thought the other one was cool. All right, on to ZTEs and one more thing. All right, ZTE. This is a ZTE Force. It's not a Blade Force like I've said in the past, but it is completely dead. It runs Android 4. Well, it's not completely dead apparently. Hello. Yeah, it runs Android Ice Cream Sandwich, so 4.0.1. This is my grandma's old phone. It's interesting. It's very fast, surprisingly. It runs a Snapdragon S4. But it's surprisingly for its age and for its time overall, it's doing well performance-wise. It just sucks that there are no apps that are compatible. I tried custom ROMing this and rooting it. Just there's no ROMs out here for this. There's no way I can be able to access that stuff. But it's in pretty good shape overall. There's some dings and dents every now and then. My grandma wore this caseless, so. But most of the time it was in a purse, so it was all right. Yeah, but it's almost dead, so let's turn it off. In theory, we'll be able to turn this off. Anyway, yes, I do know the battery's almost dead. Thanks for reminding me. Alright, this is a ZTE Z52 LTE, which is a very stupid name, but it is on Simple Mobile. Bought this at CVS for $20. Good deal in my opinion. Also tried to root this. I think I actually successfully rooted this at one point, but obviously there's no custom ROMs for this. Why would anyone even bother with such a thing? But yeah, so nice phone overall. It is on the lower end in terms of specs, because it is one of the ones that only has 8 gigs of storage instead of 16. But it does have a SD card slot and all that jazz. So it's not all losses. And the camera on this is actually pretty decent. I actually used this phone for a week in high school, because I got my main phone taken away, and this was didn't have my collection either, so forget on these you have to touch and hold instead of touch and press. Yeah, so I have Kingo root on this. I know, Kingo root spyware, but I don't really care. No root. Sure, why not? Root it. I don't care. Anyway, let's move on to second to last thing. This is a ZTE Blade T2 Lite. It's in very good shape. I bought this new at Target for, obviously, on the cheap, as I always do. And this top part of this back cover is not on all the way, I don't think. I don't know why this is even, I'm even bothering with that. I know it doesn't work. No, I guess that's just how the top part of the back cover goes on. It's in good shape. It's on Android 10 Go, I think. Oh, it's the lovely ZTE track phone chime. Please try PC version. No thanks, I'm just gonna shut you down. So obviously this is on newer firmware and no SIM found. It's almost like I took the SIM card out or something. Anyway, about phone. Android 8.1 actually. This is just no go or anything. It's just straight up Android 8.1. I'd say this is probably one of the smoothest cheap phones I have. I really do enjoy using this every now and then. Don't know why I use it, but it is fun. Just for the collection, you know. Oh, come on. Did say it power off. Yeah. Okay. Last find of the night. This is the this is a Target bin find I actually got in Kansas City, Kansas. Yeah, not Kansas City, Missouri. Kansas City, Kansas was where I got this one, and the I-205 actually, for that matter. I do have a charger for this. I know it works. I didn't used to know it worked. I thought it was completely bricked, but it does work. I don't know where the charger is for it right now, so if I find it, I'll be able to show you guys it on and all that, but right now it is in fact dead. And that's it for my phone collection. It's going to take quite a bit of editing, I think, on this one, because I really didn't think this through in terms of like blurring my face and stuff. I should have worn, like, I don't know, a mask or something, but you don't want to make me look like Dream. I kind of hate that guy. Anyway, that's my full phone collection. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm sure this video is long enough, so enjoy the rest of your day.